Hello and welcome back to another video. If you're new to this series, let me tell you how it works. I listen to albums throughout the week. These are albums based off of artists of an artist list that I have that I want to complete sometime in my lifetime. These are random artists that I pick and you guys can come watch me review their albums. I go through the entire discographies on Apple Music and I listen to their entire album list that they have on Apple Music. Then I make a video and I review them. And that's this video series. So don't take any of my reviews to heart. And if you want to take the reviews to heart, leave it in a comment down below. I want to see you get mad or agree with me, whichever one it is. Anyways, thank you so much for clicking on this video. I hope you enjoy and let's head on to the first album of today's video. The first album of today's video is Everyday Life by ColdPlay. Information on the project. There would be a 4-year gap from the last time they would drop their last project, and this album was also inspired by Middle Eastern influences. Information from Apple Music and Genius.com. Review. Let's get into the first review of today's video, shall we? Overall, this album was decent. It wasn't the worst album I've heard, but it also wasn't the best. The first half of this album, aka Disc 1, was ass. And if it was the entire album, it for sure would have been the worst album that I've ever heard for me for Coldplay. But the second half, aka this too, came in clutch and had much better production, much better writing, much better lyrics, much better vocals. While this one did have some good parts in it, it was mostly overlooked by the mass amount of horrid songs in the project. This two, on the other hand, they put a lot more care into it and sounded a lot more better than this one did. And ultimately, my standout song was Orphans. Up next is OzuTochi by Ozuna. I'm not too sure to pronounce this album's name. Information on the project. This album would be a love letter to the world of reggaeton beats, and he would also say that while making this album, it took him so much more longer as he had no idea how to choose 18 songs from the hundreds of songs that he has made. Information from Apple Music. Review. Now this is what I've been waiting for from Ozuna, and he finally did it. Overall, this is a great project by Ozuna. Why, you may ask? Well, it's due to the fact that it's not overfilled with filler, and it's also due to the fact that all of the songs have amazing quality, great traits, and like all this great stuff that Ozuna has given to himself. All of the songs are well made, and you can tell that he put care into every single song on this project. Hopefully, it stays like this going forward as we continue to hear Ozuna and we get more and more closer to finishing all the albums that he has available on Apple Music. I also do have to add that the Fade and Danny Ocean features are both amazing on this project, and hopefully we continue to see more of them in the upcoming projects that we have for Ozuna or in any future project that he decides to drop after I do finish him. Lastly, my standout songs are Koto Dama, I think that's how you say that, Mar Chiquita, Un Leo, 422, and La Susie. Yeah, that's how you say it. Something else I was wanting to add. People hate this album. I find that crazy. Like one of the reviews I saw someone say was that this album was way too short and not what they expect from Osuna. What? Like, I mean, for me, it's cool to see the opposite side where like someone like prefers him like putting like a shit ton of songs. For me, this is perfect. This album was perfect. It had its down parts. Don't get me wrong. This album was perfect. This is what I've been waiting for Osuna. I've been knowing Osuna can be doing this. And yeah, this was a great album. Up next, we have Metaphorical Music by Nujabes. And before we continue, I quickly wanted to say I'm recording this at 2:30 a.m., so my voice is going to sound a lot lower because I don't want to wake up my household. Anyways, information on the project. This would be the artist's debut album with a mix of hip hop and jazz. The album would also showcase his many talents that he would have. Information from Wikipedia and Genius.com. Review. Oops, review. We have made it to a brand new artist to this series known as Nujabes. This artist was recommended to me by a friend, and I am so happy to put me onto him. Overall, this was a great album. Well, it was mostly instrumental based album, kind of like what like MF Doom and The Alchemist to give you guys some references to artists that we have been over on the channel before. So of course I wasn't able to do a deep dive onto every song, but the few songs I was able to deep dive on, they were great. The songs were well written and well structured, and this sets the bar super, super high for him going forward. Vocals are also great as well. All the artists who are featured do a good job to make sure they ain't doing too much, but to do just enough to sound perfect. Lastly, my standout song was High to Lows. And up next in the final album of today's video is Kehlani by Kehlani. Or is it Kalani by Kehlani or Kehlani? It's either Kehlani or Kalani. It's one of the two. Information on the project. This album would be her fifth album, and it would be heavily inspired by collaborations, and she would be collaborating with artists that inspired her. She collabs with big names that have been making them wait. She has been collabing with people that have been making big names for themselves, going around through artists who have been in the music industry for as long as even 30 years, all the way to current day artists. Information from Apple Music. Review. Now we are on to our last album of the video, and this is also the new album of the week. Overall, this album, while it has a great story behind it, and it has a great list of features, it does suffer quality-wise. Something that it suffers from a lot is whenever a solo song of hers shows up, you feel the quality drop on the songs, while the ones with features on them feel a lot more taken care of and a lot more put into them. While her vocals are great on the entire project, something that also did make this album lose a lot of points is the second half of the album, as you can feel the album start to lose quality as you go on through the project. Lyric-wise, it suffers the same fate as it starts off amazing, but slowly leads to its unfortunate ending. To sum up, this album is when you have a pet and you can start to tell that that pet is suffering and slowly getting to their final legs. Lastly, my standout song was Back and Forth. Before we continue on, I wanted to give a quick thank you to the partner of the channel, Make It Mystery Boxes. If you don't know what they are, let me tell you. Make It Mystery Boxes are gaming related mystery boxes so you can get on a month-to-month subscription or a one-time purchase. If you want to try it out for a month or gift it to someone else, they have all types of boxes for the PlayStation 5, the Xbox consoles, Nintendo Switch, and even PC. Then they have gaming related accessories to help improve your gaming experience, gaming related items to help decorate your room, and even goodies to try at home like chips, candies, and even G Fuel packets for you to try at your house. If you're interested in trying them out, make sure to use my affiliate link down below or use code TrainDavid when checking out for a discount and to support the channel out. Anyways, once again, a massive thank you to the partner of the channel, McKit Mystery Boxes. Up next, we have everyone's favorite segment, Standout Albums of the Week. If you don't know what stand albums of the week are, let me tell you, stand albums of the week are albums that stood out to me and the albums that you need to go listen to the moment you click off this video when you finish it. Usually I pick 2 albums per week, but since this week I only did 4 albums, we're only picking one. Anyways, your standout album of the week goes to OzuTochi by Ozuna. This album was great. It was amazing. It's literally what I've been asking for from Ozuna. And I'm happy that we got it. It was perfect. Exactly what we needed, exactly what I knew he could do. And I'm just happy to see that he locked in and didn't have a song with too much filler. And I mean, I'm not a song, an album he didn't make an album with a stupid amount of filler like he normally does. I know it's a lot more hated album, but I think it's one of his better albums, one of his better works. But yeah, that's it for an album of the week, OzuTochi by Ozuna. And now it is my favorite part of these videos, Yap Time. If you don't know what Yap Time is, I talk about literally everything under the song that I want to talk about. I'm gonna keep this quick because we are closing in on 2:40 a.m. By the way, I started recording this video at like 1 in the morning, and now it's closing into 2:40. The reason for that was because I went to take a shower halfway while editing, because I like to take my showers at 1:30 at night, because in that way everyone else in my house is already long dead asleep, and I don't have to worry about anyone trying to kick me out the bathroom mid-shower. But so I'm gonna try to keep this quick. So first things first, we got Fernando Mendoza. That is nothing else to say. That's literally we got Fernando Mendoza. And before we continue with Yap Time, let me show you my reaction to us drafting Fernando Mendoza to the Las Vegas Raiders.
With the first pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Las Vegas Raiders select Fernando Mendoza.
Yes! Yes! As you see, I was a very happy man. My family knew I was going to be very loud during this, so I didn't get in trouble for screaming. I've never been happier. And that was the most beautiful draft we've ever had. I think we covered everything. We got Ashton Genty, a good running partner. We got good pieces for our secondary. We got some nice pieces for our offensive line. I don't think we are Super Bowl bound yet. I do believe we are playoff bound now. We are looking amazing. Amazing. Honestly, I've never seen a Raiders draft this good in all my years of being a Raiders fan. But yeah, and that's that for the NFL draft. Up next, we have the Athletics baseball. It's been decent. We are currently tied with the Rangers. We beat them yesterday. They beat us today. So now it's the new what's it called? Oh my God! Today is and then today's match, or at least for me, Sunday is the final game of the series, and pretty much whoever wins this game leads the AL West, right? Unless the Rangers, and I mean unless the Mariners win. No, Mariners can win, and whoever loses will still be second place. Um, but yeah, it's looking good baseball wise. Now what's next on my app list? Vegas Golden Knights. God damn it, the Vegas Knights are ass. We're not making it past the first round. We lost yesterday, Friday, April 24th. We lost 2-4 against the Mammoths. We don't play again until Monday, and I really hope we play Monday. I mean, I really hope we win Monday, because if we don't, it's over. We don't win Monday, it's over. This was supposed to be a series where everyone had the Vegas Golden Knights dragging their balls over the Mammoth. Obviously, that didn't happen. Sucks, but hey, man, maybe next year's our year by the looks of it. Now we have the final topic of today's video, my Twitch games. So on Twitch, we've been starting new games. As you can see in the background, this is one of the games that we've been playing a lot on Twitch. Killing Floor 3. Finally got my hands on it. We've been playing this game a lot. I think this week, this is the only game I streamed this week. I think I did one F1 stream, and then it's all been Killing Floor streams. I've been in love with this game. I wouldn't be surprised if next week's video also had this game in the background. But we also started playing Watch Dogs. We also started playing Spider-Man, and we're also about to start playing the Demon Slayer game. So we've been doing a lot of good stuff at Twitch. Make sure to check out my Twitch, twitch.tv/TrainDavid. Check me out. I'm live every single day at least for 1 hour. Right. I'm either playing F1, I'm either playing California 3, Fortnite, Apex, Rainbow, Spider-Man, Watch Dogs, Hogwarts Legacy, all that stuff. And tomorrow, Sunday, or Sunday later today when I get out of work, we're gonna be playing PA Mouse, you know, always check out the streams. Always, 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 always. I best time to check out is 10 p.m. Anytime between 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. EST. That's usually the time I'm live. So yeah, and obviously on my off days I might be live sooner. So go get the notifications and follow me, check me out on my other platforms. I'm back on Instagram. I've been active on my TikTok and just check me out everywhere else. I enjoy interacting with the few fans I do have in this community, and it would be cool to see you guys grow and become even bigger someday. But yeah, that's it. A lot shorter video than normal, but that's because I've had a very busy week. And I've also had to start skincare routine. I've never been too much interested into doing skincare for myself, but I've been having a horrible outbreak recently, so it's something that I have to start doing. So, and I do think it's coming in at a good point in my life because I'm starting you know, to like try to change my life, work out more, take care of my personal hygiene more, my hairstyle. At some point, I want to start changing my clothing style. And, you know, I think right now is a good time for this to happen as I'm trying to focus on myself a lot more. So, focusing on my skincare routine right now is also good too. And yeah, there's not much else for me to say outside than thank you so much for watching this video. If you guys prefer these shorter videos, please let me know. Because if that's the case, it works out for me because a lot less stress on listening to albums. And I just want to do what you guys want, of course, right? But if not, then just continue enjoying the videos how they come out. And like I said, there will be a PA mouse this week. And please always check out Twitch. Always, 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 always. I'm live literally every single day for at least an hour, whether at work, whether I'm off of work. There are very few times where I don't stream, and when I don't stream, it's usually because either I wasn't home one day, I had to pick up an extra shift at work that caused me to not be able to stream, or I had to do album reviews, and but that's usually never the case. But yeah, please go check out the Twitch and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Leave a like, subscribe, and I will see you all in the next video of mine that you watch. Good night, good morning, good evening, goodbye, adios.